Seeing it yet.
Will it ever find Chris's signs of
Huh?
Will it ever find Chris's face?
No, you gotta press the things. You gotta do it.
And then it'll find it.
No, you gotta press the things that say static. That's where it changes.
Oh, it's
There.
telling you.
There.
Yeah,
Don't forget.
The wall so far today. Germany has joined France and Spain in saying it will recognize opposition leader Juan Guaido as the interim president of Venezuela if President Nicolas Maduro's government doesn't hold new presidential elections. The UN Security Council is to hold an emergency session today, at which Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is speaking.
Now we have a new leader.
There's your shot. I get when it's red, it's on.
Who has promised to bring elections and
Are we live?
constitutional order.
Oh, it's going somewhere. I don't know where it's going, but
Security back to the region.
Former
Yeah,
advisor
we're
to
live.
Trump
We're live.
presidential campaign Roger Stone will be arraigned in Washington, D.C. Tuesday. He was arrested early yesterday at his home in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Chief National Security Correspondent Jim Sciutto.
Booze, jeers, and a defiant smile outside the federal courthouse in Florida after a judge released Roger Stone on a $250,000 bond. Stone flashed victory signs reminiscent of Richard Nixon over a chorus of lock it.
Oh yeah.
Stone was
See what I do too.
tampering, obstruction,
Put stuff like that in the bottom.
Yeah.
Do that. Another stuff. There's all kinds of stuff. I've been playing with it. Now it's gold. I was trying to narrow that shot. Just let me see something else.
She beat Petra Kvitova today 7-6, 5-7, 6-4. Christopher Cruz. From the Beacon Capital Management Weather Center,
1 minute.
here's your forewarned weather forecast. Partly cloudy and mild
There.
today.
Don't go wide.
Temperature
Do the
47.
perimeter.
More clouds move in tonight, not as cold. Low
Awesome.
46.
Now we got it down. It's on. It had an auto fine face and it auto change. So if you just like record a big show, it'll pick stuff out and do it itself. If not, you can manually. It's just like a screen with a big. Where did you hit? Let's see.
There it is.
Okay. That might have been us just messing around. Here we go.
Programming brought to you by
There we go.
RTM Roofing.
All right.
Go to
Yeah.
rtmroofing.com
.com.
for all your roofing needs.
Yes, 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 yes. As we are. Wherever here's at today, tomorrow, another day.
Today is in Nashville, live again.
It's National Spouses Day.
Is that what it is?
I heard that.
It's,
You know, it's still-
they
it's
come up with
today-
some.
today
It'd be
is
National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day.
It is. That's one. That's tomorrow. But no, we've got today's National Spouses Day. I saw that on TV this morning. I can't believe everything you see on TV.
You do. It's, of course, on the internet and the internet.
Absolutely everything you hear on the radio.
Well,
This show.
This show.
Yeah. See what I did there? Trying to maneuver it a little bit. Steer it.
Did I tell you how cool I was? Yeah.
I didn't even tell the name of the show yet, so I don't need to do that. No, I'm just kidding. You're listening to Renovation Nation live on SuperTalk 997 WTN. I'm Tyrone, the host, owner of RTM Roofing, sitting here with my good buddy, Mr. Chris Gilbert of Westwood Management. Got Miss Saren rolling here with us today, and Miss Kim's in Indianapolis right now at a big trade show. Throwing a big shout out to the industry up there where she's at. And Miss Carly Giannotti of RTM's here, and we've got Mr. Tyrone Horne.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir? All right. Well, we're gonna get to him in a little bit, but we got him in the studio and his lovely wife, and we got another full house. It's a little live show today.
That's good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, hey, you know.
It's easier to do live shows when it's cold outside.
I guess.
It is.
Is there a
I
reason?
would rather. Well, I mean, I'd
You'd
rather be here than outside, cold,
He
like
called me
yesterday.
whining the other day. Well, it's cold out here.
Dude, you all right for the guy that rides around the truck and looks at roofs from the ground?
I don't.
You got binoculars. He's trying to tell Tyrone a second ago he gets on the roof. You ain't seen his binoculars, Tyrone.
Hey, the binoculars came in. 14-12 bitch. That 14-12 bitch I
Yeah.
saw.
14-12?
Yeah, I'm not walking.
No,
Walk that.
no.
You can't walk that.
No, you can't.
You can't in the valley. I went up a 15-12. That was in the valley, and halfway up the valley, I realized this was.
You got to come back down. Yeah.
Well, eventually.
Yeah. Going down's the hard part on something like
That's
that.
the hardest thing in the world. That's why you shouldn't get on your roof. If you're not in this industry or do stuff in ladders and climbing on heights and balancing yourself, you should not be on your roof. Because it's easy to climb up. It's like climbing up a tree. You see cats do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see the fire department people go, I get my cat out of a tree.
Yeah,
You know, because they don't want to come down.
No, going backwards is hard.
It's hard. And it's that turn around to get back on the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Oh, dude,
it's going to...
Dude, I got my two guys, and we'll do most of the roof repairs in Moreland Estates because I'm trying to teach them stuff, and it's a very mellow roof, and 7 pitch, 2 stories. They should start bringing coal to work, buddy. They be diamonds.
That's what I'm talking about. You know?
You know what I mean?
I do. I'm listening, but I'm playing with our new little Mevo we've done,
Yeah, I like that camera, except I like it even better because this time you can't see my face.
Right.
I'm hiding behind the microphone.
Well, no, we just got Carly got to get the producing here, so we got her on the camera doing the camera shots, like Kevin would be back to back. But she keeps doing this super wide shot, and I
No,
don't.
it went away.
Oh,
So
wow,
it
that's
disappeared
crazy.
last time.
That's a
No,
crazy
it's
thing. But
fine.
anyways, no, hey, well, having fun around here.
Yeah.
So
what have you been doing this week, man?
Oh man, all kinds of been super crazy with the amount of calls that we. I mean, this is January, and this is acting like May. Let me put it that way. So we've been going 180 degrees. Just
180 degrees.
Yeah, turn a
Go
little direction. I'm running, man. I'm running. We're about halfway.
Well, hey, dude, I've sent you guys quite a few
Yeah.
calls this week and last week, and it was as much rain that we've had. You don't have a leak today.
Mhm.
You probably ain't got one.
Close. Or you just hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah, but I
We've
mean,
been-
that's where we've been. All this rain's been making them pop up.
We've been getting tons of calls about leaks and on stuff that was. Let me put it this way. I went out to the roof this week, and it was a callback from last year. Okay, not a callback, but I went out last year, gave them some information, some estimates, and never heard back type deal, and called me back. Chimney's still leaking. So okay, go out there, and a certain company had been out there and put a chimney cap on, right? I said, okay, that's cool, boss. I see that one doesn't even have any paint on it. It's just a big galvanized. Well, it doesn't matter. Cracks me up though. We probably spent 3 times what I would charge it for a custom chimney cap and got that right. But that wasn't his main issue. The flashing's still all bad and this and that. But I also look at the new chimney cap and it's holding water. Brand new chimney cap holding water. I just thought.
They didn't break it.
Yeah. Oh, they did. It's still holding water.
Mm.
But you can also see the lip coming down the brick is not far, and it just cracks me up of what people don't know they're buying sometimes. You know what I mean? They're not getting their money's worth. They're literally he just got ripped off $2,000 in my opinion, because there's no way to fix that other than putting a new chimney cap on. It ain't quite.
Well, did it need a
$2,000.
chimney cap?
Yeah, it did need that. And they also sprayed it supposedly and this and that around it.
Mhm.
It didn't beat up and roll off.
Yeah.
It just sat there like wet brick.
Mm.
But that don't matter. So I run into that.
Yeah.
And I also, oh man, I've toured all over the country a lot, played music, met a lot of people. My age, I've been lucky at what I've been able to do. And I'm usually, don't have lack of words. If you can imagine that or not.
I've never seen that.
I know, I saw that look. It doesn't bother me to talk to musicians or, be, rock artists and all this and that. They're just people, they put one leg in a time in their pants and go about business like we all do. But I got to meet a guy this weekend, or this week, that called us, and I believe he said he listened to the show. If I remember right, that's where he heard us. He was a military veteran, okay? And I found that out talking to him. But so I get there, and as soon as you want to come in the house, look what the leaks at. I'm like, yeah, let me see this first, and I'll get up there. And all of a sudden, as we're going up the stairs to go up the upstairs, I look over in the corner, and there's a F-15 Eagle, in the SU-27 military, Russian military jet, they're models, right? Comes starting out, this dude's an Eagle driver. I always wanted to fly F-15s, so it's the F-15.
He's an Eagle driver?
He was. He's retired now.
You mean
They call
pilot?
Yeah, but they call him Eagle drivers. That's a big
Really?
deal. Oh, dude.
They're drivers?
Dude. Yeah, they driving that sucker. They pilot it too, but I
Yeah.
got you. I know.
Well, I mean, I'm military bred.
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody call them a driver.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Barely.
Well, which one was it?
Both.
Okay. I mean,
That's how it was.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it was right there. That kind of trend, like,
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I
cool.
talked. This
Yeah.
didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a bunch of gibberish.
Yeah.
But,
Well, that's not anything
I know,
new.
I know,
I
I
mean,
know. But,
Carly,
we get
I mean,
Okay, there we go. All right. That's the way Dave's gonna roll. I see how we're gonna go. But anyway,
all right. So, yeah, man. So next week, I'm just wanted to go ahead and get this out there and get you guys to come by on February the 15th party. And you guys are all invited
nice.
to come help.
Not the
Oh.
radio people.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a
listeners.
barn raising
It's
party.
kind of like a barn raising party. We're moving offices and
Put me down. I'll be there at 4:30
well,
p.m.
barn. Well, we're working till 10:30, so you'll be right on time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to finish that quick. Now,
Yeah, you can. Yeah, man, it's gonna be nice though, man. They've got me making furniture for our new place. We're building a big 10-foot long conference table for our new
Nice.
conference room,
Nice.
and this really cool walnut desk
Mhm.
that needs you guys to stop by and see. Man, it's really gonna be. It's. I didn't come up with the idea, but it's going to be by the time we get done with this thing and the granite they want to put on it and a little downlight in the front. It's going to be
Nice.
probably one of the coolest
That's what I'm
pieces.
talking about.
So
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so you said
anyway.
you finally found you guys finally
we,
got a place
we
and
did,
all that.
we did over there
Awesome.
at Carruthers in Baker's Bridge.
Yeah, so I've got, man, it's like allergy season right now or something. It's not like I don't have a cold, but I sneeze 8,000 times a day. It's like pollen just got re-released in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You think it'd be all washed away by now?
I guess I got a cold. You want to shake my hand?
No, sir.
Okay.
I got stuff to do next week.
But I'm just reminding you, we're just sitting here babbling, David. I'm Tyrone, owner and host of this great station of
And you're
the
done.
SUPERTALK 997 Renovation Nation.
What he meant to say was he's the owner of RTM Roofing and the host of the radio show.
Exactly, sitting here with Chris Gilbert of Westwood Management. And today we've got Arrow Eliminators here. Tyrone Horne, we're going to get to right here in just this next segment. Exterminators. What's it say right there?
This is Aero Exterminators.
Yeah, the madman. They kill things.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we've got them here, and we're going to talk to him about everything they do, and you know, it's winter time. Is there bugs? Are there bugs? Do you even go for bugs, or is there other things that they do? You know, also and want to help you prep your house because you know we got cold weather coming in this next week. It's
Yeah.
going to be cold.
Hey man, I
It's
was
gonna
it's
be
be
cold.
way cold. 50-degree difference in 3 days. I
Mhm.
was in my shop last night just cleaning out, and we were doing stuff with barnwood and some other scrap, and so I'm going through this pile of lumber, and it's not a big pile, but it's all standing up on end. And I pulled some plywood off the wall, and there was the biggest, darkest brown recluse that I have ever seen in my life. He's not there anymore, but yeah.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
I just mashed him.
That works.
Yeah, I eased the plywood back and went found something that I can mash them with and pulled it back out.
Yep.
And so yeah, they're still around. I was
Yes, they are.
I was surprised to see him
Oh, yeah.
where he was. I mean, my shop's insulated, but it's still, you know, it's been chilly. So
Hey.
let's say it's been
Yeah.
20 degrees inside the shop with no, if I don't have a fire going.
He just sat there and you know didn't do anything. So you know he's just been cold.
Just
locked
been
up.
cold, locked up.
Yep.
He tried to move.
I like to make sure. Yeah, we're gonna move this out of your way right here so I can get you see you on here. Carly's not producing good over here on the cameras.
Can't see
So
me.
no, you just need to come over here.
Oh,
There you
need
go.
to come over here.
There you go. Yeah, we're trying to get it right here on all this. But anyways, yeah, though I've run into I get in attics and I see stuff moving and it,
Yeah.
especially in the summer too. So I just want to find out what's going on in your attic, what you don't know under your crawl spaces. You know, all kinds of things. What are preventative things you can do? What is normal standard things you can do? You know, all kinds of things. We're going to jump in on that. You know, like I always say, I always remind you to get your roof inspected once a year. You know, it's going to save you thousands. I went out on a roof, got a call the other day, went out on one, and numerous nail pops. Had no idea. I mean, just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of nail pops all over this roof. And, you know, from the ground, it looks phenomenal. Hadn't had a roof inspection in 18 years, and that 18 years is gone. I mean, the roof's gone.
Well, what do you reckon was causing all the nail pops?
It's multiple different things. Your house moves automatically. You know, we're going
Yeah.
50-degree temperature right there. Any nails will naturally, the wood will squeeze them out.
Yep,
You
yep,
know,
yep.
especially if you don't have the correct length of nails. You know,
That's what I was
it'll
kinda
squeeze
using,
it. It'll squeeze it quicker. But also, your house is moving, and sometimes a nail will get when you install it, if you will, won't get completely flat.
Because they don't hold the nail gun square.
That's true. And when you do it 8,000 times a day, not everyone is a square shot.
That's
I mean,
right.
It's a statistic thing on that. But same point in time, that shingle is moving left and right. It's asphalt based. And the nail turns into a razor, and it just cuts right through it. And then next thing you know, it's just a little blob, right out. Or the nail's actually backing straight out, and it lifts you. You see those cups look like little half moons, quarter moons when you look up at a roof, and that's a nail backing up and pushing that up. That's just basic maintenance because your house moves. Just like your crown molding, you'll see cracks, from where it and the sheetrock's at because your house is settling and
Wind
generally
shear
moving
and everything else.
So it's just stuff like that. And we could have, instead of me coming out that day and going, you need a new roof. The repair of one of these is, and it's already 18 years old, and you're going to spend thousands, and it's a $6,000 roof or $7,000 roof, and you're going to spend $2,300 repairing it. No, you need a new roof, or you need someone else to come out because you're not going to find every one of those nail pops. If there's that many of them, you're not going to find every single one without literally walking every single shingle.
Yeah, we've done a job like that before.
And if you do, what's that cost? That's time's money. So let's get back to the best return on your investment for your spending. But my point was, is we could have done that in year 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'd have spotted the ones here or there. Also, there's one here and there's one there. We could have made this. You're still not going to get every one of them over the entirety of the roof life. That's just the way it is. But you will get 95% of them, and you won't be sitting in that situation where all of a sudden someone comes out and goes, "You called me 5 years ago." You don't be spending $500 versus $6,000 now.
Yeah.
And I also told you, get ready in about 3 to 5 years, you're gonna be spending
had time to
$6,000.
save some money and
save some money up.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
I do.
It's a big whirlwind. But yeah, I got tore up with the Eagle Driver pilot.
He's a
Golly,
pilot.
man, you kill me. That's you Army brats,
That's a
man.
pilot.
That's on the ground.
You drive a car, you fly a plane. Come on, man. I mean, is it?
Yeah, you hear that. All right. Anyways, we'll get back after this brawl during the break. We're gonna get in with Aero Exterminators. We're gonna find out how we kill bugs. Scene 3. Nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
every time you want me to move this around, right?
Yes.
But that goes away.
I don't care. Don't forget the bottom. Just those.
Well, that's the one that's not wide that you moved over here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. These like this, and then
I know, but last time
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the reason that went away was when I clicked that one.
Yeah.
After you minimize.
Okay, but then it's
No.
you can do it right
Because
here.
I can tell
And you
it's
go
better
back here and you put it on. I'll put it like on
You
you
can do the same
from
thing.
there. And I can move that around.
RTM Roofing would like to thank
Like
those who
that.
serve and protect. If you're active or previous military,
That.
a first responder, police,
And then that
or for
shouldn't
fire
go away.
department, RTM Roofing
That's on there. Oh, it will,
offers you a
'cause it's saying on there.
discount on your new roof.
Where's
This
the
is
other
a
one
true
at?
discount. In fact, have RTM Roofing out for your new roof quote. Then ask for your discount and watch them knock 10%
Is it
off.
called?
It's just their way of saying thank you for all that you've done to protect and serve.
Oh yeah, it's
With
easy.
RTM Roofing,
Yeah,
your
until we
job
go
is to
offline and you're
And
like,
then,
what's happening?
no, but I'm just saying. But all you gotta do is just in the general, even if it goes away, there we go. There's that.
From who?
That.
Anybody
Your
know?
whole picture on there.
What do you mean?
Anything
the
says
whole
static will not go away.
Watching you.
There you go.
Yeah, it just blew my mind that other one just
But if you've seen some in the camera where his face on his
Yeah,
face
that one
is
is
All your
and
kids.
what?
Stan
That's
I
it?
think except for Tariq, my mom.
has to move Stan and or don't about it in case I was like, just because if you're seeing that it's in his face, it's going to move it or change it.
Scott.
I'm just saying, if you see something where you can't see anybody's face, say
Yeah,
something.
I just at that I figured we do it at commercial. I was like, you guys
Yeah.
get through the on-air stuff and then
Cool.
we fixed it.
So there we go. See, that's getting cool now. A little film production.
Mm-hmm.
Film production 101.
Production on.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that's-
you, you're on.
Oh, you bet. No, that's commercial.
Yeah, so Tyrone, your mic will go down a little bit.
As far as filming.
Yeah.
Well, let's push it out.
Yeah, because see, then when you go to commercial, then you flap it up here, just put it in the corner somewhere where you don't. Everybody just have to get to see
Am I good?
commercial, and go back and
Do I need
shut.
to lean in just a little bit?
I
Cool.
just want to see your face.
Alright, well, after this, nobody might not want to see my face.
Just tell them you got to face the radio.
That's it. But ain't got a face for Facebook. What's that?
You guys are pretty
Yeah.
good on the radio.
That's what you want during commercial. I don't want everybody else's all that's going on. Throw it in the corner.
Shut up, Sarah.
Price includes dealer fee of
$5.99
plus tax title and registration fees.
What did you say to her?
My dad's watching on the radio and he said, does he exterminate people too? Thanks, Dad.
Tell them we'll talk off the air.
Money talks.
Anesthesia is celebrating more than 6 decades of anesthesia education during
A
National
lot of people
Nurse
in here. Nice.
Nurse anesthesias help ensure surgical procedures are
See,
safe,
Chris needs to be
effective,
caught,
and
too.
pain-free.
Let's see his
Details
letters.
at mcsa.edu.
Oh, just all kinds of different.
See, now, see it on?
Go back.
Yeah.
Amon?
You want me to go live? Go on yours?
Yeah.
Well, that's a different intro. That changed the mood, didn't
Say,
it?
baby.
After that brawl talking about pilot or Eagle Driver, I'm telling you. Now, yeah, you're listening to Renovation Nation live on SuperTalk 997 WTN. I'm Chad Rowland, the owner of RTM Roofing and the host of this killer show called Renovation Nation, sitting here with Mr. Chris Gilbert of Westwood Management. You know, how do people reach you real quick before I would never plug, we just plug Westwood Management, but if somebody is looking for a management company, how do they plug you, how do they reach you real quick?
Be 615-794-1411. That's how you get a hold of us. Yep.
1111?
1411.
1411.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, so it's a 411?
It's a four. It's yo.
Just a one. Four.
Yeah.
111.
No, it's no, and just so everybody knows, we manage rentals, commercial property, residential neighborhoods. You know, you name it.
Yep, that's what
we handle it.
Perfect. I just always mention that, and then also sitting here with Miss Carly Giannotti of RTM Roofing and RTM Roofing Video Productions.
RTM Productions. Yeah,
And,
that's
uh,
what that's the.
And
that's
Sarah,
it.
Sarah, we get Sarah this weekend hanging out with Miss Kim's in Indianapolis with all those biomed people. And yeah, I'm reading it. I'm reading it. I know I'm getting there. And also today we've got Aero Exterminators on here with Mr. Tyrone Horne. And we got him here. How you doing, big man?
I'm doing all right, sir.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So I know you're vice president, who I'd met, which we're going to talk about him in a little bit. Thought he was coming on initially, and I found out he's sending in the big dogs.
Well, let me get the
big
script
guns.
he sent me in with so I can say nice things about him.
And well, awesome. So you ever listen to the show? You ever call this?
Yes, I listen to it Mondays, Tuesdays.
Hey
when I'm
man,
out and about.
hey Chris, escort him out. He might kill us in here. We might have said something about him before or something.
No,
know,
I don't
man.
think we did. We didn't talk about Tyrone.
No, never. But anyways, since you've heard us, normally we get guests on here. We're like, we know you're with Aero, but before Aero, where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Chicago.
Nice.
Born and raised there.
Yeah.
Met my wife there. Got married, moved down to Central Illinois, which is around Decatur, Springfield. Springfield's the capital of Illinois. My wife had family down in Tennessee, Woodbury, Cannon County.
Oh, yeah.
area.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah.
You got family in Woodbury?
I do.
You ain't related to Charles Manson, are you? Because you know that's where he wanted to go if he ever got out of prison. Short Mountain.
Yeah, Short Mountain.
That's
I'm
crazy.
from Warren County. I'm from Warren County
Yeah.
originally too, so that's just between
Yeah.
Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
I mean, right after Woodbury, going towards the
I would
borough.
have never ever made that
So
connection.
from Chicago, what brought you to Tennessee?
I used to work for Walmart
Okay.
as a manager. Used to go
Okay.
around, help build, set, train new employees. That they were building some new stores in Murfreesboro,
Mhm.
Hendersonville,
What time period was that?
Lewisburg, 03
Okay.
to 05.
Yeah. So you've been down here a little bit
I've been
then.
down here a little bit.
Yeah, you've seen this crazy growth that
I've
we've got.
seen a lot of crazy.
We try to tell y'all not to move down here. We're trying to keep it
Yeah,
nice and
it's so
small.
small.
Everybody just keep
Full.
coming in.
Yeah.
Everybody just keeps rolling right on in here.
Yeah.
But it's good for business though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's excellent for business. Excellent for business. I loved it.
Like I was saying earlier, I got lucky enough to travel, play music, all over the country a lot, and see a lot of the beautiful parts of this country, which are gorgeous and everything else. But I live here. This is my home base.
Tennessee is my home, man.
That's it. That's it. So what was your first big job?
In Tennessee?
No, or just in general.
No, in Illinois before you came down.
Well, in Illinois, my first big job, I think I'm gonna go with McDonald's.
Nice. Hey, so you can let me get something. So you can work at McDonald's and actually move on up and do something else. Yeah, I
was the
That's
fry
awesome.
guy. I was
Yep.
the one in charge of frying, getting the fries ready and
important job.
sampling.
That's
and
it.
sampling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing better than McDonald's fries and a chocolate shake.
Fresh, hot
A
McDonald's
friend
fries.
of mine, way
Yes.
back when in college, was the manager at McDonald's. At the
Mhm.
McDonald's, their key that he always said was, so while that place always had a lot of the best sales, he always kept hot fries fresh, ready to go.
Yes.
If they got cold or sitting down,
Yes.
they dump them and
Yeah.
put some new batch on.
Fresh fries.
Yeah.
Now to this day, every time I go to McDonald's, and even when it's busy, it's busy, and I get cold fries, I just want to shake my head.
Yeah.
I can't. It kills me.
Yeah.
Kills me.
The key to that is always ask for fries with no salt, because they usually don't have them available, so they'll drop them fresh for you.
Did you know
Yes,
that?
that was work today already. Man. That right there.
Did you know McDonald's is the largest beef buyer on the planet?
I did not.
They buy more beef than anybody else, and potatoes.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna jump real quick. I'm assuming not only do you do residential exterminating now, do you do commercial as well?
We do commercial.
Now, do you do any McDonald's? Because if that would be full circle right there. That's what I'm trying to get at. We just brought it all the way around.
I
Show's over.
don't want to know if you have to go to McDonald's.
Well, everybody knows, well, they should. I want to make sure he is going to McDonald's.
Well, some
But you know
commercial
what I mean.
businesses,
You know what I mean.
some commercial businesses
Have-
don't want it known that they have pest control.
Yeah.
They have it to prevent certain things from coming in, to make the customers
But
safe.
you don't want to see people,
I
like you
don't-
just
I
said,
don't-
you don't, that's
I don't
the
want to
point.
see the hamburger walking away by itself.
Yeah.
You know, so they call Aero Exterminators
Yeah.
to take care of that.
Fair enough. No, that's
Yeah.
a fair question. That's good. 'Cause, yeah, you don't want. I mean, I would
No.
see bug people there while you at lunchtime.
No,
like, wait a
no, you
minute.
need to be coming in there the night
Midnight,
shift.
midnight.
Yeah.
No,
Do y'all
that's fair enough.
do y'all do stuff like that at night after hours?
Yes, we do that. We do after hours. We really try to pace it around the customer's
Mm-hmm.
request, or whatever you might need. Because sometimes you might need it after 5. You might need it before 6 in the
Mm-hmm.
morning. And we do actually do that. We take care of the customer.
That's cool.
We try to go beyond the call.
That's where we bring it full circle on that one. Though. That's pretty good. Though.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he's going. Yeah, we done like nice.
I don't know, man. I'm torn on that one.
Well,
Yeah, you know.
I'm always scared when the health department gives them a 100 score. No one gets 100.
Well, and truth be told, man, I mean, never mind. I won't even go into that.
We'll get
man.
off on that one. So, but anyways, we're sitting here with the Aero Exterminators, Tyrone Horne. He's the home evaluator. I see on your card.
Yes, sir.
What does that mean?
I'm the one when you call 1-888-GO-AERO.
Mhm.
If you're in the Nashville area, it'll filter to our service center over on Mel Park, and it'll come to me or Lawrence or Jason, who's another home evaluator, and we'll come out to your home, do a complete evaluation from the attic all the way down to the crawl space, and just try to figure out solutions. Entry points, things that might prevent bugs from coming in. Things you might need, moisture issues in the crawl, termite issues. We just take a complete look at the whole entire house, try to make sure we prevent things from coming in.
And then to give to the client like an estimate, or
We
here's
give them
what
an
we
estimate at the
can.
very end. What we do is we go over certain key points. We like to do an inspection. Then we like to come back in and talk to the client or the customer and give them solutions. And then we customize it to their, because every house is unique. Every house has a different quirk about it. You know, there might be nickel-sized holes where rodents or mice can get in, or rats can get in. There might be a moisture issue in the crawl that's causing, some moisture issue, termite issues. So we give them an estimate at the very end. We let them know what we can do to help them out in the most environmentally friendly way, because everything is just not about chemicals and pest control with Aero Exterminators. We try to do everything environmentally friendly. We just try to do everything. We just try to be right.
No, that's good. No, that's good. That's how now for that service does to come out and give an estimate? Is there a charge for that?
There's no charge
Okay.
for Aero Exterminators. You can call us. I think personally, and Aero thinks you got to have your home evaluated once a year by a pest control professional, preferably Aero Exterminators. But you can call us. So
wait a minute. Let me understand this.
I know where you're going with this.
Let me guy in the front row. Long time listener, first time talk.
Guy in the back.
So did I hear you should do that yearly?
You should do your.
You should do that.
You should have.
Is that what you think I was going there, Chris?
I knew where you're going with that.
You should have a pest evaluation yearly in your home.
How often should you get your roof looked at? You think?
You're the professional on that.
Yearly. Yearly. Same difference. Same difference. Let me ask you a question here.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's like the nail pop situation. That can be a termite infestation.
That's right.
That if you
Carpenter
catch, you
bees.
call. I'll talk to you one day about my carpenter bee experience.
Badminton racket.
Carpenter ants also.
No, the ants are even worse than the bees.
Because what happens is you have trees or limbs that are hanging over the roof, and that is actually a
Bridge.
A
Yeah.
bridge.
Yeah.
From the trees to the roof.
Oh, those little suckers line up in 300s.
Well, what about fire ants? So where I live, I'm getting mounds of fire ants out in Las Casas, which we didn't have them 2 years ago. They weren't here.
Yeah.
Or
the big mounds in Las Casas.
Yes. Yeah.
We live not too far from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So where do you live now?
Right there off Las Casas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
Your neighbor.
Yeah.
I'm your neighbor. We're all neighbors.
Yeah, you live in God's country. It's good to meet you.
Angry old man country. You can be aware.
No way.
There is a treatment for fire ants.
Yeah.
You can get treatment for fire ants quarterly.
Yeah.
Depending on the severity of it. We come out, we assess the situation, see what you got going, up to an acre of land, and we can take care of that for you. We can help reduce it, if not eliminate.
Yeah.
the issue.
Well, I got some neighbors that got cows, right?
Mhm.
So, and those cows stick their nose in them
Yeah.
things, and that's not a good day for that animal.
Fire ants are not good.
No.
I've seen mounds as high as a foot too high, and you just disturb them, and there's thousands of.
Oh yeah, they come out. They're ready for
and
battle.
and they're looking to do battle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And,
They ain't playing.
And that's why Aero Exterminators.
Yeah, I try to run over with my lawnmower as much as I can, but don't get rid of them.
When you run over them with your lawnmower, You scatter them.
I was gonna say, you just spread them
You
like
just spread 'em
fertilizer.
out.
Yeah,
So-
well, I was just having fun with this. I wasn't thinking about the consequences. I was thinking about right now.
Yes.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about. I used to do that too. You know,
Oh yeah,
poking them with a
I
stick,
go through and
you know.
poke with a stick, mess with them, see if they come out. You know.
Well, you're listening how to poke an anthill with a stick, and also how you can nuke that anthill. We're gonna come back and find out what you do to the anthill, what you do about copper ants, and just other things that we may run into when it comes into your own home. We're talking some outside stuff, which is trying to get inside.
That's
Maybe
right.
maybe snakes this time of year. You guys deal with a lot of snakes.
Especially when it's 20 degrees. When we come back, we'll find out about snakes. We're gonna see you in 3. Listen, Renovation Nation.
Ew, and mice.
Yeah, that's a heartbreak. That
We've been
birdie
having
cut us.
we've been having a lot of calls on rats.
We'll talk about that.
Oh yeah, I had to. Yeah.
Is a rat really that big? Or was that a fisherman's
A
joke?
rat is that big. You
Yeah.
can see rats.
Rat
that
size
big.
of possum.
Yeah.
Baby
Yeah.
possum, whatever it is.
Oh my
Yeah, I'm gonna do this right here
god.
for you. I'm just gonna stick it right there.
I had to.
And then when
I had to chop
whenever
one up
you're
with a shovel
talking,
one
you ain't got
day.
just like just sort of stay right here and talk. You cut your
Gotcha.
eyes, but when you
I
look,
gotcha.
it'll just
I got
you
you.
hear it'll fade, and it goes behind. It's like a minute behind.
But rats
on its
are the key
thing.
for right now. Rats are very,
Yeah.
very.
Ew. I thought they were like that big.
Oh no.
They're right
And
here.
turtle rat.
Yeah.
I don't want to see any. No mice, no road. When we first moved down, my aunt lived out there in Woodbury. She owned Jim Cummings Highway.
Okay.
She owns some land out there. And we came down and we stayed there. And they was like, oh, it's just a field mice. I'm like, what's the difference in a field mice and a regular mice? They're all mice to me. I don't want them.
Yeah, I don't want them.
Yeah, that's a nice neighborhood over there.
Yeah,
Sir,
right
man.
across from the VA hospital.
Yeah. Where I live out there in Las Casas, one of my neighbors, Nick and Lindsay Haynes.
See, we looked at a house in Las Casas at one time. Yeah, you guys got some land out there. Well, about 6 months ago, there was some land out there, like 8 acres for $25,000.
That didn't last long, did it?
I don't. It didn't last, but finally that day.
Yeah, that day. Yeah.
Yeah, and it had a mobile home on it too, so you
Yeah.
could have stayed in that mobile home while you built your.
And that's $3,000 an acre.
It was out
And
there.
man, when they just auctioned off some land from down the road from my house
Yeah.
2 years ago, it went for $18,500 an acre.
Because they're building that way. You notice that. You guys got some nice subdivisions out there.
Well, they're fixing to build there at Walter Hill.
Yeah.
They're fixing to put a high school and a middle school right there
Across from the
across from the elementary. And they're going to
Or that music, I was like,
where
"Ooh."
like so when you come across the bridge right there,
Yeah.
there's that big gravel pad on your
Yeah.
right. They're fixing to put an auto zone in right there. All the land on the other side of the road, those houses are before you get to like the dollar store and the little all those houses are fixing to get wiped out.
So that's gonna be a whole new shopping center.
It's gonna be a whole new. And I've been telling people for a while that it's like.
They giving us money. I'm gonna sell. I'm like, no, we're not.
Walk back into the game with Nugenics. I'm feeling stronger with a lot more energy in the drive. You want to get back in shape? Get Nugenics. All you have to do is send one simple text.
That's right. Text BEACH to 42424 to get a complimentary bottle of award-winning Nugenics, the
we have a
#1
minute left?
selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Its unique man-boosting formula is powered by Testofen, a patented research to help a man feel stronger, leaner, more energetic, and more passionate.
And guys, she'll like the difference too.
Nugenic samples are not available in stores. To get your complimentary bottle, text
All right.
42424 T to 42424.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. What I'm talking about. You listen to Renovation Nation.
Check them out.
That's what I'm talking.
Maybe stand up
Beats
here,
going.
start dancing around.
Dancing around.
You even see me do my Michael Jackson
Like Phil,
impression.
that's
haven't
Johnny
you?
B.
I can do it.
Like Phil, that's Johnny B. Who's in the booth today?
Michael Jackson.
Get in there. There you go. No, you're listening to Renovation Nation live on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Sitting here with the whole cast and crew. If you just joined us, you know, it's got Chris Gilbert of Westwood Management, got Carly Giannotti of RTM Roofing, Sarah Rowland of Sarah and Rowland.
Sarah Rowland of Chad Rowland.
Yeah, that too. And got Mr. Tyrone Horne here with Exterminators. His lovely wife here as well. So we've got the full house. Only person missing is Miss Kim Rowland, Miss Kimberly Rowland. That's the new.
Yeah, I saw that. I still think when I saw her now, I was like, damn. Chad got a hot sister I don't know about.
And somebody else said something. I'm like, who's Kimberly? But she's up in the Indy right now doing a big biomed or something like that. Big meeting, big industry people up there. They're all some guys I know up there giving a big shout out. They know who they are. But they were a little disappointed I wasn't there. You know. I roll in.
Yeah,
you know? The rolling rolls in.
The rolling rolls in.
The rolling rolls in. But anyways, we're sitting here. We're talking pest control today. We actually got another live body guest in here, not just me and Chris.
Somebody showed up.
Showed up on time. On time too.
I was late today.
I know. I tried to beat everybody. And I saw Carly, and then he was here. Tyrone's here. Like,
man, I've been kind of getting slow on Saturdays.
I know. I've been noticing. It's slacking. I'm going to have to talk to you, but can't fire somebody you don't pay.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta pay me before you can fire me.
But like I said, we're sitting here with Mr. Horne here of Arrow Exterminators, and if you caught the last segment, we were talking about you know, the big fire ant hills and just all kinds of little bugs outside that's roaming around. That's hard to get that they like to deal with. I'm going to tell you on the next segment, you know, the next segment got a big announcement coming up in the last segment, so be sure and stick around for that one. Huge.
Yeah.
Hashtag big announcement. Yeah.
So let's I want to talk to you about brown recluses.
Night spiders right here.
Because everybody always says you can't get rid of them. They're prolific here. I mean, they're part of being in the South. I mean, they're everywhere. They're in every. I mean, I was in insurance restoration for a while, so I've torn apart houses. Their little skeletons are everywhere. What do y'all do to get rid of them completely, or can you?
Well, number one, when you're dealing with brown recluse or any pest, you have to have the proper inspection. You have to inspect from top to bottom, attic, roof, crawl space. You have to have the proper inspection. What we do is we come in, we assess the situation, talk to the client, which would be you, and we go look in the attic, we look in the crawl space, we look in cabinets, doors, just everywhere where we know they might, and then we assess it. Every home in Tennessee, in my personal opinion, has a brown recluse, No home is immune to brown recluse.
That's kind of where I was at.
But we can do things to help eliminate those. It's just every home is unique. It just depends on how severe the situation is. 5 or 6 brown recluse in a house, to me, is not an infestation. When you got 15, 20, 30, that's right there. That tells me we got an issue and we need to treat.
When you say 15, when you say 15 to 20 to 30, now I know when I've had pest controls, you know, in my house and stuff like that. But real quick question though, that when you determine 15 to 20 to 30, I know that they put out some traps before to
per
start
month.
seeing.
That's what I was going to go back.
Yeah.
Per month. What we do is we put out monitors. They're sealed, they're black. They're specially designed to help us do a spider count. We call it a spider count. And so what we do is first we do a monitor program where we come out for maybe 3 months, 4 or 5 months, and we count the spiders every month. Now, if we're only counting 2, 3, 4, 5.
Per trap or just per
for the entire home.
Oh, got you. Okay.
You know, that's pretty good. Now, if I'm coming in and I'm catching 15, 20, 30, now we know we got an issue. But what we also do is, the way Arrow Exterminator does it, I'm just going to use a home as a 4-bedroom, living room, dining room. What we do is we zone off a house. Every room is a zone. So what we do is we place a certain amount of traps per room, which is a zone, and we're going to go, and this is how we define where the most infestations are coming from. It might be upstairs in the master bedroom, but the downstairs bedroom may not have any. But we go upstairs to the master bedroom, we may have 15 or 20. So we know, based off of that,
home base is somewhere close to there.
There's an issue right there where the master bedroom is. So that's what we try to do. It's all about the inspection. Then what we do is after that, we customize a treatment plan for your home, because every home is unique.
How long does it normally take you if someone said, "Hey, come out here and do an inspection"? How long does that take you? On average, home.
About 35 to 45 minutes.
Okay,
yeah,
that's not bad.
I can generally get in about 35 to 45 minutes, assess a home, come back, talk to the client, let them know what's going on, and we can, put together a plan that helps you.
So now, to reach you at Arrow Exterminators, do people call the office number here or your cell number? Which one do you want me to give out?
You can call my Well, you can call 188
That's
go arrow.
okay.
Yeah.
Because that number is basically nationwide. You know, it'll route you to the right service center.
Right.
But if you want to reach, our office personally,
Mhm.
615, 279-1355.
Right.
That'll reach you to the local
Now what-
national office.
That's what I was going to say. Since you are a national company, we've got listeners from Tennessee River to halfway to Knoxville and north and south of the border right here.
That's all of us. We're Texas, we're Alabama, we're Florida, we're North Carolina,
So they
we're
just
Kentucky.
so basically, like you're saying, so if you're in the Nashville area, you can call your office here because that's where you're
That's right.
probably coming out of. Now,
That's right.
are they zoned in regions? So when they call, do they just that 800 number? They just immediately goes to that store there.
Right. What happens is when you call, that goes to I'm just going to say a call center, and they'll route you to where. What it is it's a 24-hour number, so you can reach out 24 hours a day. So we're available to the customers 24 hours a day. So if you're one of our customers and you have an issue, 2 o'clock in the morning, you call that number, somebody's going to call you back.
Nice. I was
We're
asking
there for you 24
about the
hours.
emergency
We
services.
try to go
about-
beyond the call. I mean, we really are customer friendly.
Mhm.
I've been working for them now for 7 years. I've never worked for a company like this before in my life, and this is the best company I've ever worked for.
Well, I told you I had to tell the full story about how I met the vice president. I guess you said your boss or Glenn.
GG, as we call him.
GG.
When we don't want him to know we're talking about him, we call him GG.
So he knows now.
So he knows now. That just got changed. But now I'm sitting there. I'd come back. This last fall, right before Christmas. Right in that time, I went to the is it GFS? That's what it is there in the bar. I'll give them a little shout out. It's like a little mini Sam's or whatever you can see me walk into.
Good samples on Saturday.
Oh, really? See, I just discovered it this last 3 weeks, but this last 3 months when I just realized what it was. But I walked in there. I was looking for a big piece of meat. We was having family over, so I wanted like a brisket or a big standing rib or something, and it's reasonably priced there, and it's large stuff. For commercial, it's like commercial grade packaging type deal. I'm standing there, and all of a sudden this gentleman walks up beside me, and it's 8 o'clock at night. I think on Sunday night. I've been deer hunting, coming back from there, and
Tall, pit-looking guy.
no. I see why you said that. But no, he's standing beside me, and I'm sitting there, and somehow or another, he and I guess don't talk to people. We start talking to each other, and we're looking. So I was looking for something, he was looking for something, and all of a sudden he goes, I heard on certain times you can go back here in the back room where they're the stuff they're just getting ready to start cutting up or do whatever. You can get the the manager's specials type stuff, and I'm like, I'm following you, boss. So then we got to talking, and I told him what I did, and I said, what do you do? And then when he told me it fit, I was like, oh, I can see that.
Yes.
And I think he came up out of Atlanta, I believe,
Yes.
is where his last spot was.
Yes.
But I can't remember where he's from.
He's a Floridian.
That's what it was.
He's a
Okay,
Floridian.
that makes sense. Because we were cracking up, and I was like, I didn't get you on the show and stuff, and then with Carl, like I said, I think we're doing some networking with him this week or something too as well. But regardless, I gotta give him a hard time. I was like, you making on Saturday morning? I gotta give him a hard time. Now he's sent a grand champion right here. You got it going on. Know exactly what's
he
up.
He originally hired me when I first applied to Tyrone Exterminators. He was he'd done the whole thing from start to finish. He said me and him looked alike. He said our chests was.
That's that Brad Pitt right here. Yeah.
He's a good guy. We're friends. He's a good mentor. Scott, who's my service manager. Arrow's a very good family-oriented company.
So you got a good team.
I got a very good team.
That's like us at RTM. That's what you got to have a good team, or it just doesn't work.
Arrow likes to call it a family. We're a good family. We're available to each other 24 hours a day if we need to be.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The way a family has to be.
Little show.
Yeah.
Yeah, the company will show that.
Yeah.
Because that's it's just like even you joke, everybody jokes about Tom Brady. Tom Brady, we got the Brady fan right back here, and but he wouldn't be worth a fly if the rest of the team wasn't doing their job.
Right, because Brady has a lot of referees in his family.
That's what I was gonna say.
Now I'm not comparing Brady to Glenn, no, either. No, let's get this right. But no,
hey, I do have a special request from a caller.
Uh-oh.
She wants to get back on the rat thing. Like, so.
Yeah, I had that here too.
So if you have rats the size of small dogs, like we were talking off the air.
Oh yes.
What do you do to get rid of them?
Shoot them.
What I do, you can't do that in the city limits, though.
Well, the first thing you want to do is call go arrow. got a home evaluator out
Yeah.
there.
Now I see why Glenn
Yeah.
said, look at that
Yeah.
answer right there. That's what I'm talking about.
It's always there's entry points. Because a rat could get in or a rodent could get in the size of a nickel. If it's the size of a nickel.
We find that on roofing too
Yeah.
with the squirrels.
Yeah.
Rats. I mean, you have
Yeah,
all
roof
types
rats.
of-
I'm glad to hear somebody
and,
else. Yeah.
You can
It's a rat with a tail, fuzzy tail.
So it's all about finding the problem, fixing the issue, fixing the entry points, and then adding the most control option with that.
So lead poisoning is not the most friendly.
It works.
Hey,
though.
though, real quick, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes,
I was
sir.
told that a mouse or a rat, squirrels can collapse their skull. They have a jointed skull. If they get their head in there, they can get their body in there.
Size of a dime.
Oh
If it's the
my.
size of a dime, and you know how small a dime is, a mouse or they can just collapse their body. Basically, I'm going to use that, and then it can go right in that hole.
Okay, y'all freaking me out.
Oh
Now,
my
so anyways, we'll come back.
You wanted to hear it, so
We'll
here
come
you
back to
go.
this crazy show called Renovation Nation. We're going to talk some more about. I know, no.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna talk about more about rats.
We'll see. We'll see in 3.
It's like I wanted to know.
Yeah.
because
Now you
it's
don't?
So
Yeah.
interesting,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Now you're sorry you asked.
I actually go in crawl spaces, and I'm on a belly crawl.
Yeah.
And I've been in crawl spaces where there's rats and mice running toward it.
No.
I mean, and it's
No.
plastic, so you hear this.
Uh-huh.
And
no.
when I look up,
No.
there are rats and mice just running towards me and actually running. I mean, they've ran over me.
That's where you're going to hear World War III down there. You're going to hear gunshots going on. It's gonna sound
I'm coming
like-
through the floor.
Bitch, you.
I'm coming through the floor. That's
I mean, I've been in there, a lot of stuff,
but
snakes
you-
come out, snakes come, I'm crawling along the wall doing my 3D, and a snake comes out of the insulation.
What's up, Shaq?
I don't even like flies.
Yeah.
God, people joined in today.
And I was back in the days when I was
Amy,
doing
Nikki,
restoration.
Aaron.
I crawled up underneath the house
What's up, Aaron?
to the glow of a dog's eyes and a
David.
growl.
Jeff,
There was
Michael,
old mangy
Crystal,
chow
Jim, Lynn,
underneath this house.
Jim, no Jim,
And
Rob,
I'm hands
Chris.
and knees, but I look up and
Stephanie,
this dog
Sammy,
was right there, and I was like,
Joe, Dennis, Terry,
"Easy
Ashley,
killer." And I backed
Joe,
on out
another
there.
Joe.
He left. He came
JB,
on out there after
JK.
I let him out.
Yeah.
Sherry, what's up? What's up,
Oh,
Shaq?
man.
Wait, Shaq.
Well, Chad, I've been in crawl spaces, and the house was dark. I drove up to the house, went to
I'll
do the
try.
inspection. Everything was locked up, even the crawl door was closed. Open up the crawl door, go in the crawl. There's an older gentleman in the crawl space waiting in the back.
Is he dead?
No, he says I always come in my crawl to do an inspection once a month.
What?
Yeah, I've been in crawl spaces and people are just in the back of the crawl space,
Everyone in Nashville knows
Hanging out?
just hanging out, looking around with a mining light on.
Chad's face did not move for 30 seconds.
No.
That was a
Not happening.
frozen bow tie.
When
Yeah.
people are living in crawl spaces right here in Nashville, there's people.
What
living
do
in
I
crawl
owe
spaces.
you and how quickly can I pay you?
Yeah.
That's all I is. No,
I'm out on that.
When crawl space, there's a TV, a couch, and everything set up in a crawl space.
My dad's gonna end up like that if you don't go over there and exterminate people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, crawl spaces, you have to lock them up.
Yep, I'll find him in a crawl space one day. In the fetal position.
Mr. Giannotti, I have a 3-bedroom house and 2 bedrooms are unoccupied. You're more than welcome to come, and we are on the same page.
Build a wall around my wall.
Yes.
Your passion, your hours, your
Oh
reputation.
my gosh, yeah.
I live far enough off the road. I don't have to have a wall. I can pick you all before you get to the front door.
Services, technology advisors. You'll get the tech, advice, and one-on-one partnership to help your
Try
business
coming
grow.
up here.
Because with
I'll
reliable
see you first.
agencies with info processors, you can focus on what matters most.
Hillbillies out
Getting
there
business
first.
done. Call 877-BUY-BELL to speak with an advisor
I'll give you
today.
guys a certificate. Did he only give you one? How many did they
He
give you?
gave me one.
Just one?
Mhm.
If 2 slipped out, he probably would.
This hour
There we
of
go.
program
There's
is
our guy.
brought to you by
TM Roofing. Go to RTMRoofing.
RTMRoofing.com for all
Your roofing needs.
Is that you? Who is that?
We don't know who that is. We came in here one
back
day.
here laughing.
Yeah. We came in here one day.
I thought that was it. I was like,
Just wear the shirt.
We live it.
Yeah. I was like, that's it. You ain't
I thought that was it though.
But no, we don't know who that guy is. We came in here one Saturday, and that was just the commercial.
Is that from Jason Aldean? Yeah, it is. Well, Jason Aldean.
You're back. You're live again in Nashville, Tennessee. Listen, Renovation Nation. You know how we do it here. We always having too much fun. I was enjoying that music.
Yeah.
Nice. what I'm talking about.
So is Carly's. It's
Yep.
Jason Aldean.
Oh,
Is
is
that,
it?
is that,
Oh,
is that who
yeah,
that
she's
is?
the country girl there from Michigan.
Michigander.
But anyways, you're listening to Renovation Nation live on Super Talk 997 WTN. Tyrone, the host, owner of RTM Roofing, reminds you to get your roofs inspected once a year, just like we heard from the exterminating man over here talking about yearly inspections.
Oh, and listen, yeah.
But I got some things before we keep going. I got some things I got to talk about here. This last segment, I was teasing it earlier about some things going on, and a couple things. We're going to here in a second. We're going to do an inspection giveaway or a certificate entitles you to one free pest control service. We're going to talk about that here in a second. From then, we're going to give that away on our Facebook page. We're going to come up with a way to figure out who can we give that away to, or who needs that. Also, man, this a couple of weeks ago I was telling you that had a big announcement and all that kind of stuff. Well, I can say it now. I got lucky enough. I got nominated, and I say lucky enough. I'm completely humbled. It's just I'm still freaking out a little bit on it. That I got nominated to be part of the Man or Woman of the Year for the LLS Society, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. If I'm saying that right.
Right.
And so everybody knows, or not everybody knows, but everybody around me knows. Our general manager Dwayne Weed.
Dwayne Weed, there we go.
He gets me every time. Dwayne Weed. There's God Almighty. That he battled. There are all these acronyms, and I get tossed in with all these acronyms. It's just bad stuff. It's just leukemia. It's whatever you want to call it. It's a blood disease, but that he's battled that. Went through a big thing and all that good stuff, and has kicked its tail and still here, where most people don't get to be that far with it. But my point is that we're going to be raising a lot of money. That's what we're doing. We got 11 weeks from I think February 11th, I think it is, to April 27th. How much money and we're named the team Dwayne's World. Because, it's Flames World, y'all know me as a rock and roll guy, that's a good rock and roll theme, and then Dwayne, he's been living with it, so it's his world, so we want to be able to raise enough money, and I want to win it, because if you win it, you will raise the most money. I don't want to win it to brag and say, man, I want to win it, because we just killed it, knocked it out of the park, raising some money.
Can they give you Woman of the Year award? I'm just
That's the way it's going. but you next couple of weeks, I take it, you call me. I can raise enough money, you call me wherever you some money. Then if we don't raise the most, that's I'm gonna go in a shell and be pissed, but not really. We just want to raise as much money as we possibly can for such a great cause of it's like the meeting I had with them the other day when they were asking me about this, that really 99% of everything that you get disease-wise usually comes from the blood or the cure's in the blood. That's what gets it to get you all that kind of stuff. So this is blood research, if you will. I'm gonna be bombarding you. Don't get tired of it. It's tough because I'm throwing it out there that we're gonna go out and try to raise some money. We're gonna have some events.
When does it start?
February 11th. So then I'll tell you where you can go on our website to click to it to go there and donate, or just there's all kinds of things we can do here. So just get ready. Dwayne's World's coming at you. It's Dwayne's World repeat, baby. We coming at you hard. So anyways, big shout out to Aaron Joyce. As Keller Williams Realtor, he was the 2017 Man of the Year, I believe, 2016 or 2017 Man of the Year for that, and he sort of the tip of the spear on some of the stuff that get me into this, and I want to give him a big shout out. And so anyhow, back to critters, back to critters and killing critters and all that kind of other stuff. We don't need much research for that. I can come up about 5 different ways.
You won't. Now I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where people roll up underneath the house and there's a whole bunch of rattlesnakes or something of that nature in there, and a big ball trying to stay warm for the winter. You ever get lucky enough to run into something like that?
I've had situations where I go into crawl spaces. One was a house in Brentwood. I don't want everybody in Brentwood to go crazy. I was doing an inspection of a crawl space. Went in about 15 foot. Caught something out the corner of my eye. Looked up, and it was about an 8-foot long black snake.
Oh yeah. They're good ones.
But they're your friend. I mean, at least that's a good one.
Well, I'm about 6'5" and about 300 pounds. I've used my baby finger to push my entire body out of the crawl space.
That's hilarious.
I would have to say, I came into my shop and I showed Chad some pictures of this big corn snake.
Yes.
This was the biggest snake in my life. I walked in the door and I was like, same thing, corner of my eye. I looked over, and this thing, it's 6 feet long, man. And so people are like, what'd you do? And I used a push broom and I picked him up, him out.
Snakes are like people. They only freak out when you get surprised real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some snakes are aggressive, and all that, but when that's why most snakes around me are subject, because I don't mind you over there, but when I turn around, you're 1 foot from me, stuff
Hey,
like
dude,
that.
I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, so
it's going
I
down.
had two. My neighbor has a little girl. She's probably 12, 13. She's probably about 12 or 13 at the time, and we've got a pond, and I got a little canoe out there. And she comes out. She's like, "Mr. Chris, we take your canoe out?" Sure. Well, so I'm kind of away from the pond, and I'm looking way up in the air, dude. She's trying to paddle, but she's not touching the water. Well, there's a water snake had come around, and it had little, you know how they dig a hole in the side, and they have babies down there?
Yes.
Well, this snake was bulldogging them in that canoe, and I had to go over there and, like, coax them in, and then got the canoe out of the water, got them out of the boat, and then a few minutes later, man, that snake, it went under and then turned around and then came back up on top of the water and was bulldogging us there was 3 or 4 of us there, and this snake wasn't having it, buddy.
No.
And it let us know, and it was time to go.
But anyway, so on this giveaway, or what this for this certificate entitles you to 1 free pest control service, provided to you by RTM Roofing, SUPERTALK 97, and the great Arrow Exterminators. What do we? I can get some people on Facebook. What does that entail? What does that mean? 1 service, or how does that go?
Well, that could be a general pest control service. That could be specialized as far as a 1 mosquito service, which mosquito service mosquito starts in about a month.
Yeah.
We usually kick off our mosquito season starts in March. That could be a
so is this for no one that's already with Arrows? You come out and get an inspection
no
and
one
get
that's
something?
already with there. That's for a new customer.
A new customer come out and get an inspection,
Yeah.
and okay, so we can help with that because we do some roof inspections. I'll find you somebody on that one. If we don't get some people nominating some people, I will find you somebody of so many inspections we do if they don't have any exterminators already, or anybody other than Arrow.
Exactly.
We'll just give them a free review.
Give us a call. We can come out there and either me, Lawrence, Jason, or any home evaluator at any Arrow Exterminators can come out and give you a.
So when they call, so if I call you, I called you on Monday morning, 8 o'clock, so I need you to come out to my house. What's usually the time frame by the time I call, by the time somebody can get out there?
It's usually about 24 to 48 hours. I could be right around the corner if you call the office. They can call the office and say, "Hey, Tyrone, he's right around the corner from Chad. Can you go right there and just I don't mind, just be on the call."
That's what we do too. That's what I do, especially when Carly takes me. Like, I'm already right here in the neighborhood, or at least in the area. I'd take me 5 more minutes to go over.
The quicker we can get to you, the quicker we can relieve your issue.
Which we're getting ready to. I want to remind people you can call 1-888-GO-ARROW, ARROW, or if you want to call locally here to the local office, it's 615-279-1355 to reach Arrow Exterminators, and that's to get over to ask for Tyrone or any of his colleagues over we've talked about. What's the #1 bug or pest or animal that's on your hit list? I mean, I'm just saying, what is the one thing you see them going here? What's your worst case? I hate these.
For me personally, it would be brown recluse spiders.
Yeah.
I've been bitten by brown recluse spiders.
Ew.
So I can, first-hand knowledge, I can tell a customer how it works. What do we need to do to get rid of them? But brown recluses for me are the #1 issue. And number 2, following the close, number 2 is termites.
Yep.
Termites destroy everything.
They're always hard to see.
They're always hard to see.
Predators at night. Well, Arrow Exterminators, Mr. Tyrone Horne, thanks, sir. Thank you for bringing yourself and your lovely wife over here. I hope you enjoyed today.
Sabrina.
Miss Sabrina.
Thank you.
Sabrina. Well, you know how it always goes around here. If you hadn't heard our quote, you're about to. And we've almost just incorporated this quote into ourselves. And so John Wayne one, life's hard, it's even harder if you're stupid. Get your house inspected, your roof inspected, and call Arrow. See ya.
All right.
That's it.
Is that it?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's as quick as it goes. That's as quick as it goes.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Did a good job, dude.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, no, you did great. We'll grab some pictures.
Oh, you guys are great. I mean, I'm.
And yeah, cool. Well, big shout out to Mr. Tyrone right here. You can I'll put all your information on our stuff and everything, and his wife Sabrina. And we'll be back with you next week. I don't know who we got yet. It'll be something crazy, and you never know what's going to happen. So we'll see y'all soon.